I'd like to show you how to use the Naloxone kit. The Naloxone kit can save someone's life. It's available at CGL. It doesn't cost anything. So this is what the Naloxone kit looks like. To open it, there is a red, what I'd call a biscuit wrapper type seal, which you can peel off. It comes off like very simply, and then when you open it up, you twist it like this to open it, and then the cellophane will come off either side. Inside, you'll find there is the Naloxone barrel itself with the Naloxone inside. There's 5 doses inside here. The doses are designed to be administered one at a time. You'll also find that there are 2 needles. One's a spare one, or if you have 2 people going over at the same time, you can change the needle in order to avoid bloodborne viruses to inject the second person. Inside you'll also find some instructions. The instructions are a useful guide, and it can also be used as a surface to actually assemble the Naloxone. You'll see the instructions here are pictured, and we can use this to assemble the Naloxone. So the Naloxone has got a cap on the top to protect the chemical inside. To take this off, we turn it left to loosen it. So one way to remember is left to loose. And then when we put the needle on, it's tight, we turn it right to tighten. So we open up the needle, which is sterile obviously, and we keep the guard on the needle all times until just before we're ready to administer the injection. So as I mentioned, we turn it right to tighten. To remove the needle safely to avoid needle prick injury, it's probably best to smoothly wriggle it off in order to, as I say, avoid any needle stick injury. And then once it's loose and you're ready to administer the injection, then you can take it off. To administer the injection, it's an intramuscular injection. So we would inject into the upper thigh or into the upper arm. These are the biggest muscles in the body, and the idea is that the injection enters into the muscle rather than the vein. Once we're ready to do the injection, don't worry about removing clothing. This is designed to be injected through clothing, and you can see the doses are clearly marked on the side of the barrel. So I've got an orange here which kind of represents someone's thigh. And to administer the injection, we would use it as like a dart for playing darts, and just place it inside the muscle and inject 1 dose. You can see at the side here the dosage. The reason we only inject 1 dose is because it only lasts about 15-20 minutes, and you might be waiting longer than that for the ambulance to arrive. That person during the time when you're waiting might then start to go over again. Then we have enough Naloxone left to administer a 2nd dose. In between doses, we would remove the injection and place it in the cradle here inside the box. The cradle is designed to keep the needle safe. Please don't try and put the guard back on the needle, because again this risks possible needle prick injury, especially if you're shaking, a bit nervous, a bit anxious in that situation.